Morning YouTube, Flightsimguy here, and what I wanted to do is take a moment to share some of my thoughts regarding what looks like a painful transition to DCS World. First of all, this particular video that you're watching, I simply went ahead and put myself in free flight in the F-15 and figured out my orientation, my heading, altitude, and whatnot. Went to the map view mode, found an airport, and landed. That's all I did here. Now, let me just take a couple minutes to talk about DCS World. First of all, video games can be ranked with regards to their learning curve, how difficult they are. And I've been gaming the better part of my adult life, and I can't think of one game more complicated or complex than this one. This is just stupid complicated. And the barriers to entries for this game are high. First of all, the installers are huge. Okay? It takes up a lot of disk space. Now, having said that, disk space is very, very cheap. But even if you can install this, the CPU and GPU requirements to get decent performance, I mean, you have to have a pretty powerful rig to get this thing to play well. So we're talking computers well over $1,000. So the barriers to entry with regards to cost is high. Barriers to entry with regards to time is also very high. I've been at this thing for at least 5 to 6 hours, and what I've determined is the X-55 HOTAS was a waste of money, because I just couldn't get the thing to work. It was acting very, very squirrely. I won't take much time to discuss it, but it was acting very, very weird. And I just said to hell with it. I unplugged it, set it aside, plugged in the X-52, and I was good to go. Also, learning to fly these planes, that's one thing. I mean, if you're a simmer from the flight simulation world, FSX, figuring out how to fly these things is really, really not that complicated. But for each aircraft that you have, there's at least 5 to 8 pages of key commands for all the controls. And short of the ones that you need for basic flight, you're going to spend hours deciding what you want to map, where you want to map it, and whatnot. Then you're going to have to figure out how to create missions, fly the missions, turn on this weapons mode and radar, and it is just ridiculous. And I've spent so much time on it so far, and all I have to show for it is being able to fly and look around. So, if you're thinking about getting into DCS, think about it long, think about it hard. You need to make sure you have the time and effort to invest in this thing. Otherwise, it may not be worth the money, worth it. So all I have here is, like I said, I just fired it up, found the airport, figured I'd put this thing down, and see how it went. So I'll just go ahead and leave it at that. Let me know what you think.